Let's begin by coming to standing at the front of our mats, please. And take the feet hip distance apart. And spread your toes wide on the earth. And take the weight back into your heels. And take the weight forward towards the balls of your feet. And find that sweet spot between the two, where the heels are rooted and grounded, and you can feel across the ball of the foot from the big toe side to the little toe side. So you've created a triangle of energy, of awareness, of felt sense. And in doing so, you'll feel the arches of your feet naturally rise. And as the arches of the feet naturally rise, so there is a spontaneous and involuntary toning to the pelvic floor. And we'll arrange the crown above the heart, above the pelvic floor, above the ankles. And then inhale and roll your shoulders up by your ears. And exhale, feel the shoulders come down the back body. And the palms can face forward, feeling how that just gently widens the collarbones. And we feel how we've arranged ourselves in space to have a sense of balance and a sense of equilibrium. And now let's connect with our breath. We begin simply by noticing the breath. Feeling how it expands into the side ribs, into the back ribs. And the belly swells, and that wave moves up into the upper chest. And we experience the contraction of the body as the breath leaves. And again, there is a natural toning to the pelvic floor right at the bottom of each out-breath. Now let's begin to deepen our breath, and as we do so, let's inhale and take the arms out wide and bring the hands together above the head. And as you exhale, gently draw the hands down in front of the heart. And on the next in-breath, take the arms out wide, stretch out into your fingertips, turn the palms up to face the sky. And exhale and gently draw the hands back to your heart. Inhaling, arms extend out, palms turn up, gaze can gently lift. And this time as you exhale, take your hands forward in front of you at shoulder height and drop your chin towards the earth. Inhaling, arms open and the gaze begins to lift towards the sky. And exhaling, hands come forward, rounding the back, chin towards the chest. Once more, inhaling, arms open. Exhaling, hands coming together, clasping our fingers together. And as we inhale, we'll reach the arms up and gently take a little stretch to the front of the body before exhaling and taking the arms wide and taking the hands down towards the floor. And we might need to bend the knees a lot. We might need to make all sorts of gentle accommodations for the morning body. Give the backs of your legs a little rub. Give your head a little shake. And then sliding the hands to the shins, take a deep breath in and look forward and extend. And exhale and bow in deeply. Hands come beside the feet, and on an in-breath, take the right leg back and drop the knee to the floor and look up. Pressing down through the right hand, lifting the right knee. Inhale and reach your left arm up towards the sky. Pause here and breathe. Feel into your body. And then let's breathe out and take the left hand down to the mat. And when you're ready, push into the hands and step back to downward facing dog. And we'll bend our knees lots. Bend our knees lots and really feel a lengthening from the heel of the hands underneath the arms, up into the armpit and up into the hips. Really consciously letting the head go. And the breath stays wide and deep. And the out breath drops us back into that place where there is no need for words. There's just sensation here. Let's inhale and rock forward into a high plank and just hold that. Pushing the floor away, feeling the shoulder blades gently separate and the spine pop up between the two of them. Look just in front of your hands and be bright from the crown of your head, down through the spine, through the pelvis, through the backs of the legs and into the heels. Squeezing the arms lightly towards each other, the hands lightly towards each other on the earth. And then let's exhale, drop the knees to the floor, look forward and slowly lower down to the earth. Point your toes behind you. Don't press into your hands. Just keep the hands where they are. Gently take the elbows back towards the back of the mat. And on your next in-breath, lift the heart. And just come as high up off the mat as you can with the neck neutral, the gaze just in front of you. Allow the heels to soften out to the sides. And then you're going to pull with your hands as if you could slide the hands down towards your waist, but they can't because they're on a sticky mat. So just pull with your hands and feel the sternum move forward. And then begin a gentle pushing into the hands as well so you can float up a little bit higher. And then we'll exhale, rock back onto the hands and the knees. Turn our toes under and press back to downward facing dog. And this time the legs might feel like straightening a little bit. We might want to walk our dogs out. And then let's inhale and float the right leg up towards the sky. High on the left tippy toes. Exhale, bring the right knee in towards your forehead. Inhale, right leg comes out behind you. Exhale, high on the left tippy toes, knee to the forehead, and then look forward and step the right foot forward between the hands. Good. Push down through your left hand, and on an in-breath, reach your right arm up towards the sky. And breathe yourself into the quiet space. Breathe yourself into the still space within the dynamic shape. Rest back into that place. Inhale. And as you exhale, the hand comes down to the floor, and we'll step the back foot forward and fold over our legs, pausing here, breathing deeply. Then soften your knees. Look up and inhale, push into the heels as you drop the tailbone and you lift the heart and the hands, taking a little stretch through the front of the body. And exhaling the hands to the heart. Inhale, arms go wide, gaze comes up. Exhale, rounding the back, chin towards the chest as the hands come forward. Clasping our fingers together. Inhale, turning the palms away and reaching up and gently stretching through the front of the body as you come back. And exhaling, taking the hands wide and folding over your legs. On the in-breath, looking forward, extending through the spine. And on the out-breath, stepping the left leg back and dropping the knee gently down to the earth. Right hand to the right thigh, and on an in-breath, reach your left arm up towards the sky. And breathing out, twisting to the right, taking the elbow to the outside of the knee and bringing the hands together in the prayer position. Head comes back between the shoulders. And maybe if you're feeling confident and strong and steady here, you could push down through your right heel and float the left knee off the mat. And take a deep breath in. And breathing out, taking the left knee down. Hands come to the inside of your right foot. And then lift the back knee and walk round to your left and bring your feet parallel with each other. Spread your toes wide. Inhale, look forward. And on the out breath, gently fold forward. Slide your hands back. Fingertips still point forward, but the fingertips may come in line with your toes to take your wrists underneath your elbows. Those of you with a strong forward bend might take the hands a little bit further back so the fingertips are in line with the instep, or perhaps even the heel if you're very deep in the work. And then we'll find the place where we're not either rocking forward back into the heels or too far forward. We'll find those 3 points on our feet. Center of the heel and across the ball of the foot from big toe to little toe. And see if you can use that out breath to access the still and silent place within. Some of us find it best at the very bottom of the out breath for a moment before the in breath naturally draws in. Let's inhale and look forward. And on our out breath, walk round to the right and drop the back knee down to the earth. Inhaling, looking up. Planting the hands and exhaling and stepping back to the dog face down. Inhaling, coming forward into the high plank, holding it as if we could squeeze the hands lightly towards each other. Awareness of the shoulder blades, gently parting to allow the spine to lift up towards the sky between. An awareness of the line of energy from the heels to the crown and how the pelvis bisects this. And then we'll exhale and drop our knees to the floor and sink the bottom back towards the heels. And inhale and look forward. And exhale and gently roll forward. And allow the belly to come to the earth. And just check that the hands are underneath the shoulders. You might need to move them. And we'll take a gentle cobra. So peel the elbows back, widen the collarbones before you even come up, and lift the shoulders away from the floor. Let your heels soften out to the sides. Inhale, lift as far as you can. Notice that place, then pull on the hands and press simultaneously, keeping the elbows bent. And breathe into the upper back. Breathe up the front of your spine. And then exhale, push back onto the knees, turn the toes under and press back to the dog face down. And we'll inhale and float the left leg up towards the sky. Coming high on the right tippy toes, and as you breathe out, bringing the knee in towards the forehead. And looking forward and stepping the left foot forward between the hands. And dropping the back knee down to the earth. Left hand to the left thigh. Breathing in, find length, lift up through this right side. And then as you exhale, twisting to the left and taking the elbow to the outside of the knee. And the hands come into the prayer position and the head comes back between the shoulders as you turn and look towards the sky. And those of you who are comfy and strong here, if you want to, you can lift the back knee off the earth. Inhale. And exhale and gently release the fingers down to the mat. On the in-breath, look up. Stepping firmly into the left foot. Bring your right foot forward and fold. Looking up. Inhaling, reaching up. Bringing the hands to touch above the head. And exhale and drawing the hands to the heart. Deep breath in. And slow breath out. Feet together at the front of the mat. Breathing out, gently bending the knees, sinking the knees as far forward over the toes as you can whilst keeping the heels on the mat. And then from here, reach your arms forward, straighten your arms. You can see the arms here. See if they're straight. And then inhale, and keeping the arms as straight as you can, lift them up towards the sky. If you feel as if you're seriously overarching the back, then gently tuck the tailbone down as you work. Feel the three corners of your feet. Don't strain your neck, let your gaze lift towards your thumbs. If you need to take the whole throat back to do that without straining the neck, then do so. And then exhale, and you're going to gently sit down on your heels, if your knees allow, and find your point of balance. Sitting on your heels, knees away, and hands come to the heart. And then taking the knees apart, take the arms between your knees. And just soften down towards the earth, dropping your heels towards the earth. Some of you will be able to have the feet together and the heels down. Some of us, the heels float. And the knees gently open. And we melt the ribs towards the ankles. This is Marlasana. And then if you want to, you can thread each arm underneath your shins from the front and rest the backs of your hands on the floor with the palms up. And just melt your forehead down towards the floor. Breathe in, look forward. And breathe out, just use your hands to help break you as you come to sitting. And take your legs wide apart on your mat. That's it. Take your left hand towards your left shin and reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then you're going to just gently turn your gaze and look to the right and slide your left hand down your shin. And maybe the elbow will rest on the knee, or some of you might find the elbow comes to the floor on the inside of the knee. And then we'll lengthen through that arm. And just gently widen the front body as you look up towards the sky. And come back to the breath. And use the inhale to rise back up. And rest your right hand on your right leg with the palm facing up. Inhaling, the left arm comes up. And we feel down from the left sitting bone up into the fingertips. Breathing in. And breathing out, sliding gently over to the right. And maybe the elbow stays on the knee. Maybe the elbow begins to drop down towards the floor on the inside of the knee. And then we consciously feel into the twist. Head back between the shoulders. Reaching from the hip through into the armpit, into the little finger. And then inhale and gently draw yourself in. And exhale and release. Bring your legs together. Flesh away from the sitting bones. Inhale, reach your hands up towards the sky. Clasp your fingers together and take your hands behind your head. Press your head lightly back into your hands and sit up tall, inhaling. And can you keep the head pressing into the hands as you tip the pubic bone forward and come forward a little bit over the legs. Keep pressing the head back into the hands. Come as far forward as is comfortable, and then just breathe here forward through the body. And then without changing the head, release the hands and take your hands down to your shins or to your feet or to a strap. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and just come into your Paschimottanasana wherever that takes you. Maybe just turn the head from side to side. And once again, follow the path of the breath to the quiet, still place that needs no words. That feels no need to put a name to any form. Breathe in, look up. And breathe out and gently release. Lie yourself back on your mat and just take a moment of quiet and stillness in the pose of the child. Making any little movements that will allow you to settle gratefully into the earth. If you need to work with Shavasana with bent knees, find the place where the feet are wide enough apart so the knees can come together and relax the legs. Otherwise, adopt Shavasana, palms facing up. And take some conscious rest to support you in the day ahead. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let go with a soft sigh. I'm looking. Mary Oliver wrote about a curious and engaged life. And in her poem, she wrote, "When it's over, I want to say, all my life I was a bride married to amazement. I was the bridegroom taking the world into my arms. When it's over, I don't want to wonder if I made of my life something particular and real. I don't want to find myself sighing and frightened or full of argument. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. Take a long, slow, deep breath in and out of your body. Wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. Enjoy a lovely stretch. Rolling to one side, bring yourself quietly to sitting. You might want to join me in chanting one Om to seal the practice. Take a deep breath in. And we let the sound of Om subside into creative silence. Take that energy with you into the day ahead. Namaste, dear ones. Thank you.